One crazy summer. Civil pride. We've been learning about Chris's since first grade. Always a field trip in the fire station on Henry Street. We watched the same film about the fireman, policeman, and mayor who keep our country safe and orderly. The film narrator reminds every boy from Elise Carter to James C's, the Antonys, and every other pant wearer that they could grow up to be guardians from our community. Our girls are reminded that we could look forward to becoming teachers, nurses, wives, and mothers. Poets are never mentioned. At the center, we had a Chris's lesson, Civic lesson. We were being taught our rights as citizens and how to protect those rights and when dealing with the police. Sister Makumbu used the word policeman, while Crazy Kevin, who filled in for Sister Pat, preferred to say the racist pig. He broke our right down step by step as if there were no time to lose. Any given day, a police car would stop my sisters and me on our way from the Safeway market and search our bag of groceries. When we had to be armed with our rights. As the lesson went on, it seems like all Crazy Kevin wanted was to get us to call the police the pigs. He started with Hirohito. My man Hirohito, he knocked down our door and arrested your father. Hirohito face fell on the table. He looked worse than when Sister Makumbo asked him to resolve and spin around the sun. He picked at a flaky piece of skin on his thumb. Normally I think, "Aw, nasty boy, how disgusting." Instead, I felt sorry for him with Crazy Kevin poking at him. Hirohito answered, "The police." Crazy Kevin said, "The who?" Hirohito said, "The Oakland police." That wasn't good enough for Crazy Kevin, who we had to call Brother Kevin in the classroom. We looked like a bony, big, beaked chicken going, "The who? The who?" It was like the time he shouted, "Black girl," at my sisters and me, while we shouted "Black colored girl." It didn't take sharp eyes to see Sister Makumbu was annoyed with her helper, and as usual stepped in to put an end to it. Crazy Kevin was supposed to talk to us about our rights, not to stand there going, "The who? The who?" Big beaked Crazy Kevin wasn't done. He said the pigs broke down the door of the Vietnam War hero's house. The pigs handcuffed him without respect for his rights as the citizens. The racist pigs then separated Brother Woods from his family because he dared speak the truth to the people. Hirohito tried to show no change in his face, but he was changing on inside. on the inside. There where people change when they're sad or angry. He looked directly at me and then looked away. I felt like I was supposed to say something to him, but I didn't know what. Sister Makumbu thanked Brother Kevin for being our guest speaker and showed him to the door. Vern tucked the hem of my top. I don't like him. Surely don't. I glanced Louis Angton's way, and I just found out that she had meant when we were out by the water fountain. Hirohito's father was in prison for speaking out to the people. Hirohito's father was what Sister Makumbu called the freedom fighters, and a political prisoner. Although I know I didn't find any satisfaction in having found out. Imagine to have your father sitting down, eating dinner, or shining his shoes while watching TV. To have your front door blown off its wings, and the police rush in. To see your father in handcuffs lead away. Hirohito didn't have to imagine, he knew. I had been scared once. Truly scared for Papa. It happened 2 summers ago. Big Ma had gone back to Alabama ahead of us to visit family and take care of our house. We had packed up the Wildcat and we have driven away to Alabama so my sisters and I could stay for the summer. We had been driving all day, all night, talking about being a long way from home. If we needed to stop, we found a gas station or a nice colored family to open their home for us. As we drove deeper south, down dark highways and even darker black roads, I felt like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz. I told myself, Delphin, we're no longer in Brooklyn. Papa had pulled the car off the road so we could catch few hours of sleep. I remember Vanessa snoring on one side of me and Fern with Miss Patty Cake burrowed into my side. Somehow I managed to find myself snoring with my sisters and Papa. Then there had been loud rap against the walls. Balls of flashlight ghosts who flown all around the back and front seats, all over our face, like had been the state policeman. Papa had rolled down his window and shown the state police his license and said he was driving his girls down to see their grandma in Alabama. The state policeman didn't offer directions. He hadn't called Papa Sir Gator, sir, or citizen like the helpful police officer in our Civic Pride film. I heard what the state policeman called Papa. I heard it all right. I held on to friends tight, afraid Papa might talk back or fight back. When we arrived at Big Ma's, I expect that Papa would have told Big Ma all about it. How we couldn't sleep or pee anywhere we wanted to. How the state police had rapped on the window and how he called he called Papa. How Papa didn't hold back with cases clay and socked the policeman's jaw into the next country. Papa could tell some stories. He speaks them so plain you believe every word. I knew Papa would had entertained Big Ma. When Big Ma said, "How the trip go?" Papa said, "We made it down here enough. You know, Ma, same old, same old."